everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is DJ and I've been doing updates about my IVF journey and my IVF pregnancy and how that's all been progressing. I am currently 33 weeks, so the countdown is really coming, and I just wanted to give an update on how my second trimester went and how I'm feeling in my third trimester. So as I said, I am 33 weeks. I will show a profile. I am currently pregnant with DI boy-girl twins. So we're very excited. If you've seen my previous videos, me and my partner traveled out of state to Arizona for our IVF treatments, and we transferred 2 frozen embryos in the hopes of one of them sticking in case one of them didn't. And we were very fortunate that on our first try, they both stuck. So we ended up having twins. I am currently in my third trimester. I know it's been a while since I've updated on the channel. It's just been really busy with the pregnancy and working and summer. Right now it's September 9th. So I began my IVF journey in last December when I started injections and all that. So, we're really far in. Just can't wait for them to be here and we're so excited. So it's just been a really busy summer, so I haven't really been able to post much of an update, but I'm hoping to post more regularly and share everything about my IVF journey and also just to document for the memories. So I'm very fortunate that with my twin IVF pregnancy, I've had minimum complications, no emergency visits or anything like that. I've been very fortunate. I was in my second trimester diagnosed with gestational hypertension, which just means that my blood pressure is a little higher than they would like. So for that, my doctor prescribed me to take aspirin 81 every day, along with monitoring my blood pressure. So at home and while I work, I have a home blood pressure cuff and I take my blood pressure 3 times a day, each one time before eating. So once before breakfast, once before lunch, and then once before dinner. And they really just want me to be on the lookout for high blood pressure that's higher than, I believe it was 140 or 160 over 110. So if it's like 130 over 90, they really want me to monitor. If it is accompanied by a headache that won't go away with Tylenol, blurry vision, or seeing stars, they definitely want me to call it in to probably go in and get monitored. What they're really on the lookout for is preeclampsia. And preeclampsia is definitely something we want to avoid and be on the lookout for. I've had my labs done and so far have been negative for protein in the urine and all that. So yeah, we just want to be on the lookout for preeclampsia because it can cause early labor and some other birth complications. I do have swelling in my feet. My feet have been a little larger than before. I joke around with my partner and say I used to have ankles. Now they're kind of like little nubs. You can't really see them, but it hasn't been that bad. It's just the swelling in my feet and they're not too bad. There's no pain or anything. They did want me to be on the lookout for if I start having swelling in my face or in my hands. So just being aware of that. And then also in my second trimester, I did take the glucose test. And the glucose test is basically where you go into the doctor's office They give you a sugary drink. There's different flavors you can choose from, and it's not too bad. It tastes like a flat, like I got lime, and it tasted like flat Sprite. It was very sweet. You take the drink, you drink it all, and then you wait an hour, and they draw your blood to see how your sugars are. And I took the 1 hour test, and I failed. I was over by 6 points, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I was like, 6 points, maybe it'll be fine. But my doctor still wanted me to be coming back for the 3 hour test. And the point of the glucose test is to test if you have gestational diabetes, which is diabetes you can develop during pregnancy. So I came back for the 3 hour test, and it was a very long process. Same thing, they give you like a very high sugary drink. First they draw your blood before you take the drink, and then you take the drink. You wait 1 hour, then they draw your blood again. Then you wait 2 hours, then they draw your blood again. And then the 3rd hour, then they draw your blood again. So it was a very long process. We were at the hospital. I brought my daughter with me because it was summer vacation. We were at the hospital for 3.5 hours or so. I just brought a book, and it wasn't too bad. I don't do too bad with blood draws and labs, so it wasn't too bad. I just, with all the needles and everything with IVF, I just figure like blood draws, it's just another part of pregnancy. Like they just need to take your blood. So it's just something that I'm pretty used to. I don't get too worried about it that much. And then after the 3 hour test, I was very happy that I did pass. So I don't have gestational diabetes. It was a concern of mine because when you are pregnant with twins, IVF twins too, to be specific, you do have a higher chance of complications like gestational diabetes and possibly getting preeclampsia and all these things. But I've been very fortunate that I do not. So other things that have been going on in the second trimester is when they were doing my labs because of my high blood pressure, they did say that I am a bit anemic. So my doctor prescribed iron and vitamin C. The vitamin C is to help the iron absorb, but I do take a prenatal that already has iron in it. So they just wanted to up my iron to be sure that when I do give birth that I don't have a higher chance of like hemorrhaging and bleeding. So they just want to stay on top of that before giving birth. So just an update on the medications I'm taking. I have stated this in my previous videos. I am a person that lives with bipolar disorder, so I take my bipolar medication. I live in Washington and I'm allergic to all the plants and trees, so I do take Zyrtec. It's a pregnancy-safe allergy medication. I also have 2 cats and I'm allergic to them, but I take my allergy medicine daily and that helps tremendously. So I take my bipolar medication, my allergy medicine. I'm also taking vitamin D as a supplement and the aspirin 81 for my gestational hypertension. My prenatal that does have iron in it, I take 1 a day, women's prenatal. And then I also take the iron supplement and the vitamin C every other day in the morning. So I take all my regular medications at night, and then I take the iron and vitamin C every other morning before eating breakfast. And then how else? So I feel like the second trimester really flew by. It's also summer, so it's a little hard being pregnant in the summer. We had a really big heat wave and just trying to stay cool and also working. I am still working. I work as a administrative assistant for some adult family homes. So it's a desk job and mostly sitting, doing paperwork. And yeah, I do want to say that once entering the third trimester, the fatigue did come back. I've had pretty mild pregnancy symptoms, which I'm very fortunate about, but the fatigue did come back with a vengeance. I've been very tired lately, like going to the grocery store and shopping. I'll be walking around and I just need to stop and take a breath because I'm tired from walking. It's a lot. And I want to say that the iron supplement has helped. After I got prescribed that and I've been taking that, the fatigue hasn't been as much. So very fortunate about that. Also, near the beginning of my third trimester, when I was 27 weeks, me and my partner and my daughter Daylin, we did our maternity photos, which was so much fun. I will share some photos at the end of the video. It was my partner Garnet's friend who does photography, and it was just so much fun. We spent the day at this community garden and took a lot of candid shots and post shots, and I was so glad that we did this because it was just great for the memories of this pregnancy and like just so excited about what's to come. And then we met at a second location at a beach here in Washington, and the water was ice cold, and when we put our feet in, it was so cold, but we had such a great time and the photos came out wonderful. I was just so happy that we had a photographer who's Garnet's friend who knew how to pose us and like tell us how to stand, but was also great at taking like candid shots, like stand here and walk over here and I'll just take photos of you guys walking. And we got some amazing shots and I'm just so happy by how they all turned out. And then in some other news, so for our twins, we are having baby A is a boy and baby B is a girl. And we do have names picked out. I'm not going to reveal them until after they're here. We shared our top picks with like family and such, but we haven't like revealed to our family and friends like the for sure picked names, which we have. We're just very excited and want to just keep it to ourselves until they're here. And then I had an appointment with my OBGYN this past week on Tuesday. And we have an induction day for when the twins are to arrive. So if you've seen my previous videos, my due date is October 28th. But for twins, they typically come full term 36 to 38 weeks. So they're real due date when they should be arriving is anywhere between September 30th to October 14th. And my doctor will be out of town the week I turn 38 weeks. So I brought up my concern to my doctor because I've seen her my entire pregnancy. I'm very comfortable with her. She knows my birth plan. I really want to try for a vaginal birth. And right now, baby A, our baby boy, is heads down, perfect position. And then my doctor's not afraid of a breech extraction for baby B or trying to turn her to get her out safely. So I was a little nervous that my doctor was going to be out when I was past 38 weeks because I did not want to be set up with another doctor I didn't know and who may not be comfortable with a twin vaginal birth and would maybe try to push for a C-section if that wasn't necessary. So I brought my concerns to my doctor and I was like, hey, would it be possible to schedule, an induction day the week before you leave so that if they don't come on their own, which I am hoping they do come on their own, we have a date set with you still in the picture. And my doctor was so great, so very understanding, and she did set an induction day. So our induction day is for Friday, October 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th for our twins induction day. And I will be 37 weeks and 6 days. So 1 day away from being 38 weeks. And my doctor sent me the message and was like, are you comfortable with Friday the 13th? If not, we can schedule another day. But I was totally for it. I really love that. Spooky season in October. I just love that all. And very excited for their arrival. That's 5 weeks away, less than 5 weeks away, actually. And so we just can't wait. There's just so much to get done. And I just can't wait for them to be here. Over the weekend, me and Dalen picked out their going home outfits and some really cute Halloween sleeper onesies for them to wear on Halloween. I don't think I'm going to do costumes. They're going to be very young anyways, but maybe some little spooky onesies will be really fun for them to wear for photos. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, so that is my update for second trimester, moving into the third trimester. I am really hoping to keep up with pushing out some videos. I have some great ideas for still sharing the hardest part of my IVF journey, which was progesterone injections. I don't have a video of me injecting progesterone injections, but I do have a lot of information about how it was for me going through that. Also the 2-week wait and HCG levels and all that. If you have any questions about IVF or pregnancy or anything, feel free to leave a comment. I'm really great about responding and replying to everyone. And then if there are any ideas you have for any other videos you want to see, feel free to leave them down below and I'll try to make them happen. But yeah, so that'll be it for now. That's just my updates. And then stay tuned to look at some of the maternity photos. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks.